So GPT-5 came out and the timing couldn't be better for me because I've been running into issues with these AI coding agents. I've been using Cursor a lot, and I've also tried Claude Code in tandem just to see which one is working better for me. And I'm starting to run into limitations because of the size of my code base. So I've been working on my hybrid fitness app, and it's just getting larger. There's more features being thrown in, and there's just much more things for the AI to keep track of, and it's definitely messing up a lot. I find myself going in loops, spending money, literally trying to make it fix bugs that it creates. Every time it pushes out a new feature, it created another bug. So I was really trying to figure out the best way to work around that, and then GPT-5 came out. Today we're gonna just try it out and see, will it actually help me in my AI coding workflow, or is it just another model that's gonna perform the same? For those of you who are new, my name is James. I'm a software developer who's been working for the past 7 years, and I make these videos just sharing my experience. I like to build projects on the side and push them out to the world, and today we're working on Engine, which is a hybrid fitness app. I've been wanting to add a new feature where I enhance my activities page in the hybrid app. Right now it just shows what workouts the user has done, and it's just a long list of their historical workouts, which isn't that useful because there's also a social page where you can see pretty much the same data, but more. You can see your friends' workouts as well. So what I want to do is I want to try to take this activity screen and make it a dashboard for the user where they can see different metrics about themselves and just really dive deep. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to start on GPT-5 just in the browser, and I'm going to have it brainstorm some ideas for me. I just want to see what it can come up with, and then from there I'm going to see what Cursor can build out. So let's get started. Okay, so the first block is done, and I've just been using GPT in the browser. I can't tell if it's any more creative or not, but what I can tell is it's a lot faster. You don't select which model you want to use. I believe it's doing it under the hood. So I just ask a question, and then it figures out if it needs to do reasoning or not, because it is a reasoning model. So it would do the thinking. Sometimes it just spits the answer right out, like how GPT-4o would. And then sometimes it takes some time and it thinks and it iterates. It's been smarter with when it needs to call tools. I've learned that. What I had it do just now is to write me a prompt that I can feed into Cursor, where I'm also going to use GPT-5, and I'm just going to see what Cursor can build out for me. I'm hoping that this spits out a pretty nice dashboard and we can just get some useful insight from it. I've been spending a couple hours with GPT-5 now, and I feel like I've grasped what I need to grasp from it. At first, inside OpenAI's tool, like normal ChatGPT, I thought it was pretty good. It was really fast, and it seemed a little bit more creative, and it did pretty good with not having a lot of information and then spitting out some ideas. Once I got into Cursor though, to be honest, I started to feel like it was the same. I tried to paste in that entire prompt saying like build this feature, build this dashboard for the users. It came out pretty bad. It had constraint issues. The UI didn't look any better than some of the other models, and it just didn't work. So I restored, and I used GPT-5 in the same way that I would have used Claude or any of the other models. I started small, and instead of saying build me this entire dashboard, I gave it the context, and I said I want a dashboard where the users can dig into their data. Let's start small and let's build one widget where the user can just see their weekly volume. And it one-shot that. No revisions required. It spit it out and it was great. I asked it to do some updates, and it did really good at sticking to the prompt and just adding that one thing. When I try that with Claude, the first time stuff come out, it's typically not working. You know, maybe it'll be really close, but it doesn't just, I can't just trust that it's gonna one-shot this. So that felt better. I don't know if Claude would have done better on this. Maybe I should have done a test, but it did really good. And then from there, I was like, okay, let's add another one that's just running distance. And again, it spit it out one shot. For me, this model doesn't seem to be like some huge leap, but it does seem a little bit faster. It's significantly cheaper, which for me is nice because I've been maxing out my Cursor budget. So having a model that performs, at least for me, as good as Claude, but be significantly cheaper, I think that's gonna speed things up. Because what I've been having to do with Claude is start limiting how much I actually use it just because I don't want to hit my limits. I like GPT-5. I don't think it's gonna replace me and get me fired anytime soon, but I'm excited to use it more. Now I feel like I can ramp up how much I'm using Cursor because I don't have to worry about the cost. So what we built so far is I've started with 3 widgets, and in this app you can track your weekly volume of weight lifted, you can track your weekly distance, and it's just a workout app where you can track cardio and lifting in one. Currently we only show a week at a time, and I wanted to be able to see a historical one just so that way you can make sure you're hitting progressive overload and make sure you're increasing your running each week. So that's where we started, and now you can see on this dashboard widget we have 2 components here where you can view for 4 weeks what your volume lifted is, and then you can just make sure that you know each week you're going up, and for 4 weeks what your total distance is. The last component that I wanted to add was a body part volume split, where we could see for each body part how much volume have I done in total, just so you can kind of get a holistic view of how much work you're doing for each body part. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. I just wanted to do a quick summary on GPT-5. Overall, I don't think it's getting me fired, but I'm gonna use it more than I use Claude just because the results are really good and the pricing is better. At least right now it is. I don't know if they're gonna increase it. So thanks for watching, y'all. I'm gonna try to keep throwing out these videos. I'm staying on track. Keep following along, and I'll see y'all later. Like and subscribe, you jerks.